Doctors hate him.
Doctors hate him. Doctors fillet him.
Well, blowjob knees.
Doctors hate him, but they love giving blowjobs. Next time you're seeing your doctor, just like sort of like politely, maybe like be able to give, like do a little nudge at your business and
A little business nudge.
So we're finished with you doing my physicals. Now let's do some physicals.
If you know what I mean.
Wink. So does this checkup come with a happy ending?
Well, you don't have cancer, so I don't know. You do what you want, I guess.
Now
I'm not touching your wiener.
Let's just really quick find the male G-spot while we're in here.
Unless you have wiener fingers, and I'm
out-
contractually obligated.
Male G-spot. Turns out it's the entire penis. There. Found it. Found it. All there.
I have to touch all of it to be sure. The new real Ghostbusters.
Ironically, not the real Ghostbusters. Not at all.
Not actually.
They were fake Ghostbusters.
They
didn't even really look like the real Ghostbusters.
Are we talking about the original cartoon where Slimer was their
BFF?
Yeah.
Or are we talking about the one that came in the late 90s where there was a guy in a wheelchair?
There was like the new real Ghostbusters.
And then Egon was their like...
Sensei.
Their sugar daddy.
He was their...
He was their sugar daddy. They were his sugar babies. They were both into the arrangement.
What? Not Rasputin. What's the rat guy?
Rasputin?
From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Splinter?
Splinter.
Oh. Okay.
He was their Splinter.
Okay, for a second I thought you were talking about, like, there was a Rat King, too, but who was a guy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I'm the Rat King. My name is Ratigan. I'm from that Great Mouse Detective movie.
I love the Great Mouse Detective.
He had this raspy voice like this, I think.
Sure.
If I'm the king of the rats, they love me. They love my style.
Hey, come on, I'm a rat man.
They're picking up what I put down.
I just tell them to do stuff and they follow blindly because they're a bunch of stooges.
3 blind mice, specifically.
They love my recorder music. I'm great at playing the recorder.
Doot, doot, doot.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Could you tell?
Do you want to hear me play Green Sleeves? I can do Green Sleeves. I'm the Rat King. Rat King.
I made this recorder out of a piece of toilet paper.
Gross.
It was used. No shame.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Project Koozie Crew. We talk about sewer men.
I guess.
All day, every day.
This is a podcast by sewer men for sewer men.
Are you a sewerman?
Because we are.
Listen up.
Our podcast, or our jacuzzi's underground today. In the sewers.
Is it raining underground too?
Sure,
Is it balmy in autumn?
It's so balmy.
Who planted this orange tree
Kaboom.
down here? It's autumn.
So autumnal here in the sewers.
Are you saying it's an orange tree that grows
color.
oranges?
I meant the leaves.
Okay.
It's that magical time in the sewers where the sewage begins to change colors.
Because people shit different colors.
They're eating the fallen leaves and it's changed their poop a different color.
Orange, specifically.
No, we do Would You Rathers and other fun stuff. And
Don't poop in the sewers.
And my name is Dane.
My name is Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And
I'm the Rat King.
Special guest, the Rat King. Rat King, I hope I hear you weigh in on every single thing today.
You bet your bottom dollar. Rat King.
That classic Rat King line.
Rat King.
You bet your bottom dollar.
You bet your bippy.
So thematic. Our first Would You Rather today comes from our friend Jamie in Oakland. And Jamie asks, would you rather be completely desensitized to temperature heat or spice heat?
Question.
Answer.
Would spicy things still taste delicious.
I think so. You don't feel the spiciness anymore. And I don't know if it's desensitized to temperature heat in that you can't get burned, or just like it doesn't hurt when you get burned. You still get burned, but...
So I think that being desensitized to temperature heat would be very dangerous.
Yeah, I think that might be dangerous.
I think that there's a reason our bodies detect temperature heat.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a fair point.
Spicy heat, though? You might just have a bad little poo-poo. Bad little sewer doo-doo.
Sewer doo-doo. Well, with this temperature heat, you also wouldn't be bothered when it's hot outside.
So it's very true, but
I can't stand it when it's too hot outside.
But it's all on purpose, though, right? Like it's hot outside, and your body's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
But like, if you didn't know it was hot, maybe you're still wearing your hoodie, and that's probably not good for you.
Yeah, but I get so grouchy when it's hot outside.
But what if you accidentally put your hand on a burner and fucking burned your hand off?
That too, yeah. That's
hopefully
really
my
important.
seeing eye parrot that's right there will be like, "Squawk! You're burning yourself."
What's his name?
That's Giorgio,
Oh.
the parrot.
Well, yeah, like sometimes though a burner will be hot without being glowing hot though.
Right.
It still was hot enough to burn you though.
Fucking burners going in the desert all the goddamn time.
I do often lean up on burners, so you guys are right about how often this will come up for me. I'm like, man, I need to relax a little bit. Where's a burner?
Dane has a French press for coffee. And it's old and it's fucking shitty.
It's not a French press. It's a Italian mocha.
That's sure.
And it's one of those stainless steel or I don't know what it's actually made of, but looks like a little
just
it's
metal.
It's one of those dealies where the coffee goes in the bottom and you can like screw it, unscrew it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to have a handle. It doesn't have a handle.
That melted off from the
Every
previous
single
owner.
part of this is metal. And Dane uses this. He used it today to make a coffee beverage of a sort. And he's got... So you called your hands a thing once. You said you have...
Asbestos fingers.
That's what it is.
I don't get burned very easy.
What is the story behind that, though?
I mean, my dad has it also. Like, he just doesn't really... He can touch hot things easy. It's not that big a deal. But also, I used to be a cook in a kitchen, and... Like,
Why is it called asbestos fingers?
Asbestos is a fire retardant material.
Heat fire resistant.
But like when you're in a kitchen, you gotta be touching everything with your little fingies.
Yeah, but you also gotta know
Because you
if
don't
you're...
make enough money, so you gotta do things with your hands. You maybe wouldn't want to.
Exactly. But if you're squirming it every time you get a little burn, then you get nothing done, and everyone makes fun of you because of machismo culture.
See, a little burn, whatever, but you need to know if you're about to have a serious burn, like a second degree burn.
Go ahead.
Like I grew up in the country, and we had wood stoves in all of our houses.
Everybody had a wood stove?
Everybody had wood stoves.
Man,
yeah.
I didn't realize how backcountry this was.
Yeah, and looking at fun fact about a wood stove, looking at it, you can't tell how hot it is.
Right.
So like you've got to be able to have some sort of heat sense, or else you'll be pawing up that wood stove and burning your fucking paws off like a dumb shit.
Well, that's where the seeing eye parrot comes in.
You didn't hear me. Looking at it, you can't tell how hot it is because it doesn't work like that.
You just have to take hot dogs, touch them up to it as a sensor, see how cooked it gets, decide if it's okay to touch, which maybe just don't ever touch it.
That sounds like a great lot. Well, sometimes you have to touch a wood stove, my friend.
Why?
Sometimes because you got to put more wood in it.
Why you gotta touch it?
Because there's a handle on the door. You got to open it up.
Also sexually. You
Get
gotta
a-
Also,
Dingus.
you have to clean wood stoves. Like they get dusty, they get shit on them. You got to clean them, and
We
you
don't
don't
know.
want to
We're
do that
city
while
boys.
it's hot. So that's why you take Country Boy's word for it.
All right, us city boys, we're listening to Country Boy.
So yeah, I've been burned many a time on wood stoves, and I had a heat sense. So imagine how much more burninated I would be if I didn't have any sort of heat sense
You would
whatsoever.
have caught on fire.
But do you not want to be able to taste spicy things anymore?
I mean, I would rather that than be burned to bits. Jimmy brings up a very persuasive point.
I like the taste of spicy things, but I don't care about the spicy. The spicy part is something I deal with to get to the taste of it.
I do like spicy. I do like spicy, but
I like spicy.
But yeah, like spicy isn't like the end all and the be all though.
I've been putting hot sesame oil in my eggs lately. Just like a couple of drips.
I've been pouring it in my eyes.
Yeah?
It keeps me alive. It gives me that edge I need to get through my day.
Like unicorn blood.
So good.
Tainted by it.
Hurts so good.
I was wondering why your eyes have been so crazy, bulgy, and bloodshot.
Crimson red.
Just like pushing themselves out of your head grotesquely.
I need a podcast. I got jokes.
Talk about a joker over
Some
here.
comedy.
I'm not crying. That's sweat from my eyeball.
I'm sweating
I
from
know it isn't stopping.
oil sweats.
Ugh.
I think I would do the desensity to temperature because I become a grumpy man when it's too hot outside, and I don't know. I guess I just wear gloves to prevent all of me from burning us.
I mean, you could just wear long sleeves all the time.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be uncomfortable because the only reason that's uncomfortable is heat.
And also, I wouldn't get sunburn anymore because I'd be wearing long sleeves all the time.
Your face would.
Your face would.
Fuck you.
It'd be the
Poking
worst
holes.
sunburn.
I'd wear a balaclava all day, every day, and I'd just be wrapped up because it wouldn't matter. Anyway, I would do temperature heat.
Can I wear a baklava for a hat?
you want a layered,
But the
honeyed,
Dense.
The honey will get all melty in the heat, though.
He likes that. He likes it rolling down his neck.
I'd get a baklava yarmulke. The best.
It's such a thin.
And I wouldn't need that like pin to hold it onto my hair because it would just stick on.
Stick right there.
Yeah.
Flaky.
Suction cup of sticky.
Flaky and holy.
Yeah.
The sacred phyllo dough. All right, you guys, come on.
It's spicy.
What? I thought I already said. Yeah, I'll take the desensitized to spicy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I
it'll
didn't
still
catch
taste
that.
good because you said that it would.
I'm sure it would.
I think it would be that either way because it's too dangerous a risk.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
If it was less sensitive to heat, I would totally take that because I too hate hot weather and it makes me really grumpy.
or if you could turn it on and off. If you had a dial, you could just turn up and down at
that
will.
old spicy dial.
Spicy dial. Well, like a heat.
Oh,
For a body heat one.
the sexy dial.
Turn up the heat. You could be extra sensitive to the hot.
That's my late night HBO show, The Sexy Dial.
You guys don't remember that Lonely Heart? It was many
I
episodes
do remember
ago.
that. Yeah. That was yeah. They had it going on.
No, I also really like the look of like pea coats and like heavy winter coats, but I can't wear them because I run so warm. So if I was desensitized to temperature heat, man, I'd be fucking dapper as shit in tweed outfits and various woolen clothes.
You'd probably also be very dewy though. You're still sweating.
You're still gonna react to it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You'd be the sponge boy.
I'd be okay with that. I'd wear a sponge shirt, and then I'd wear a silk shirt, and then I'd wear a regular shirt, and then I'd wear a wool shirt, and then I'd wear.
You'd be a puffy clothes man.
Who is that 500-pound gentleman who just wandered by? He seemed jolly.
The trombones were following him
Wow.
everywhere he went.
Get a load of his theme music.
That's me. Good job.
Yeah.
I loved that segment.
Oh my
I
god.
loved it.
Dane's looking at me like he wants to fuck my butthole.
I don't. What?
Why are you looking at me like that then?
I don't know. I loved that segment.
Oh.
Speaking of love and
Yeah?
butt fucking, it's Lonely Hearts where we get your love in your butt fucking and your butt fucking and our love, and it's two great tastes that taste great together.
Sodomy.
Sada me, sada you. It's amore. Aye.
Ivory.
That's a spicy butthole. Mamma mia.
Not if you pick the... Anyways.
There you go.
Man, if you were desensitized to heat, you couldn't use your catchphrase anymore, Brian.
Oh no!
Because
I'll
nothing
never
would be a
know.
spicy meatball anymore.
I'll never know how spicy the meatballs are. I'm spice blind.
Spice must flow blindly.
Spice Blind is the name of my new alt rock band.
Bus driver, can you see my disability sticker? I'm spice blind. You have to let me on. My very personal this week is entitled Naked Gardening Day, May 6th.
Now, Brian, I know that this is a very personal for you. Are you willing to share it with us?
I'm willing to bear all, Dane.
Oh, that's really great of you for
Hi.
the show.
I am a sane male nudist. 31 years old.
He doth protest too much.
5 inches 10 feet tall. I think he meant those to be switched around.
Unless.
Fit with a profound respect for the human body, and Naked Gardening Day is coming on May 6th. So we're here. I think we're rather late for this, especially when this is going up.
Since it's autumn.
Sorry, world. Sorry, world. Naked Gardening Day has come and gone.
Gone.
But just so you know, for next year,
Killanders.
I live in a condo, so I don't have a garden. But if you do and are participating and might need some help around the bushes, not sexual innuendo.
Oh.
I can help.
He covered his base.
Especially if the task is heavy and dirty. Once again, not sexual innuendo.
Is he saying that?
He is.
Oh boy.
Good.
So let's garden and enjoy some lemonade in the green scenery.
Not innuendo for pee stuff.
Also,
Peace stuff.
I'm getting to that.
Oh.
There's a fertilizer section.
Uh-oh.
No. Also.
Gross.
Also, I haven't checked out the nudist swim nights, and I would like to check it out sometime. And World Naked Bike Ride is happening too. I did it in 2015 and want to do it again this year, and I need someone to help with the body paint. So if that's around your alley, then you'll have a friend to ride with. So let's ride!
What a robust community.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say ride.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. Did he say that part?
He did say that.
Oh, so now he's getting sexual.
See? Third time's the charm. Thanks for reading. Reply if interested. Pics on request. Nude or quote-unquote normal. I don't care. It's nature. It's how we came into this world. Ha ha! And then he gives his name. Let's call him Beavis.
I think Beavis is giving some goddamn mixed signals.
And he's got some stats. He's got, he repeats these 5'10", this time correctly.
10 foot,
Length
6
and
inches.
girth.
Body art, 1 tattoo, 2 nipple piercings. Personality, free-spirited but grounded. Dislikes, lies. And he's got like another page of nudist propaganda. Just like pictures of like some pro nudie propaganda. I'm just gonna pass that around the table. I'm
And there's
sorry.
naked people in these.
I'm sorry, listeners, you can't see the pro nudist filth.
It's a good day to have a good day naked is one of them.
Keep calm and
Be stupid nude.
on.
Like the problem is that only one of these I think is a nudist photo, and the other two are just sexy ladies. Like there's a
Let me
couple holding
take a
hands on the
look at
beach,
this.
just stark naked. But then there's two sexy ladies that are naked, with words covering most of them. But no.
Enjoy freedom. Go clothes free.
It's the most patriotic way to be. George Washington, a well-known nudist.
I think we need to invest more in Naked Gardening Day nationally.
Next year.
Because I have no idea.
To be naturist is to be free.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Freedom. Freedom.
that's my special boy.
I think that he isn't looking for love. He seems to be looking for community.
Yeah, he was in the men for women section, but yeah, it doesn't sound. It sounds like he's like kind of looking for more naturists.
Casual dating, perhaps.
Yeah, casual dating with your bits out.
But what's the deal with like, oh, let's garden platonically and then let's fuck while riding bikes? I don't get it.
I've got to say, when I read about like naked biking, my testicles retracted into my body. Like that just sounded. It's like I just imagine like a bicycle seat just jammed up right between your cheeks. Just doesn't sound pleasant at all to me.
I've never ridden a bike naked.
I've never ridden a bike.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
That's not true.
Okay.
I don't know how to ride a bike. But I've ridden a bike with training wheels as a child.
Yeah.
But I never got past that point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Little tidbit.
I really enjoyed riding a bike as a kid, but like when we moved to the country and everything got like a lot less like flat.
Less all no roads.
Well, yeah, there was that where we were going. We don't need roads, Jimmy.
Then you started four-wheeling.
But,
you started mudding.
But yeah, that's a good point. A, not a lot of roads. B, much less flat, much less conducive to coasting. And that just put the kibosh on any level.
Man, I loved riding bikes. I still love riding bikes. But when I first learned to ride a bike, it'd be before breakfast. I'm like, I'm going out biking. And my mom's like, no, you're not. Eat your cereal. That was a good story.
Funny because it's true.
It actually happened. But no, I don't understand if this guy is a nudist for sexual reasons or non-sexual reasons.
I buy that he's a nudist.
But he also likes to fuck like anybody.
But he's just being kind of a weird old man. How old did it say?
Oh, he's only in his 30s.
31.
He's like 31. Yeah, he's
weird old man.
It's like
weird 30-year-old man.
It's kind of there's like sort of like an oily veneer on it. I'll say for the most part, it's kind of straightforward. But yeah, there's something kind of funky.
Well, which is it? Is it non-sexual innuendo or is it completely sexual innuendo?
Yeah, doth he protest too much?
He does. He does.
Is he really that sane?
He's not. He's not.
Who can say?
I can. Right now, I'm saying it. He's a crazy jerk wad.
Asked and answered. Dane can say.
Dane got it. Dane.
Yep.
He did it.
I did it.
Gold star, Dane.
All right. So mine's a little long and long-winded. The title is called Uber Riding Etiquette.
What?
Age 35, status single, height 5'7", body athletic. Tip your driver. It's good for your karma.
They can burn in hell.
Don't you like the clean cars? Don't you like the convenience? Don't you like the readily availability? Don't you like the price? Three question marks on that. Then show your appreciation. And close the doors gently, please. Then he continues, in quotes, some people don't seem to understand that they're getting into our personal vehicle, lamented one driver, who didn't want his name used. Quote, if it's not a cab and it's not a car we're renting, it's the same car we drive ourselves and our families around in. They can't believe it when passengers mess with the radio or climate control. Quote, I'm more than happy to make you comfortable, says another driver, Steve. It's not okay to slip your shoes off and put your disgusting feet on my dash. Yes, it happens frequently.
Also, I'm looking for love, I guess.
We're getting to that part, I'm sure.
I doubt it.
Well,
oh, I'm sure.
Many drivers complain of passengers who bring smelly food into the car, spill their drinks or leave trash behind, all of which ruins the next passenger's experience. Other pet peeves. Riders who break the law by cramming in too many passengers, or not bringing a car seat booster seat for their infant, or bringing open booze containers, like they're in a limo.
Any minute now, it's going to be a personal ad.
I really doubt it, Brian.
Any minute, Dane.
Please don't compromise our driving record just so you can continue to buzz at my expense. Pleads Steve. By the way, drivers can report you for violations like that and can get you deactivated from the service as a result.
I feel like I'm reading a news article.
And another thing. Drivers hate waiting more than a few minutes at pickups. Time spent burning gas in an idling car. It's time they could be picking up another paying fare. And if you need to make a stop on the way somewhere, either offer the driver a tip or let him go. Call another when you're ready again.
I'm sorry, I just fell asleep. What'd you say?
Drivers can get deactivated from the app if their rating falls under 4.6 stars. So don't hand out fewer than 5 stars for petty reasons, like not approving the route they took. Just tell them your preferred route. They're happy to take it. Here's a surprising one.
The fuck?
Please don't call an
is
Uber for a drunk
going on?
person. I appreciate that you're trying to do the right thing, says Steve, but I'm not a babysitter. A rider who passes out in my car creates a very uncomfortable scenario for me, and nothing but a liability. And guess what? Yes.
What? I can't guess.
If you vomit in a rideshare vehicle, you're going to get hit with a massive cleaning fee, says another driver, also named Steve. I swear. Oh, also named Steve, I swear. I have to take my car off the platform until it's completely clean and no longer smells. If it's a Friday or Saturday, I'm probably going to lose at least $100 in fares. Finally, don't make out back there. Listening to you two moan and groan in my backseat is so inappropriate and uncomfortable, Steve says. Can't you wait a few minutes until you get home in private? That's it.
Well,
Dane was right.
I don't know about you, but I hear wedding bells.
You fucking rock hard from that ad.
I mean, love is in the air.
And
in the car.
I just want to strap on my seatbelt and just ride. I just want to ride. In his
He
car.
sounds like a romantic to me.
I think he's got a real big boner for Steve.
Yeah. I bet it wasn't a different Steve.
No, I think
it was the same fucking Steve.
It's one Steve.
One Steve to rule them all.
This was Uber, right?
That's what he said.
Okay,
yeah.
specified Uber.
Fuck Uber.
I feel
Uber sucks.
It feels like everybody's talking about Uber these days.
Because they suck?
Well, no, but like anybody who is using this is totally an aside, but fuck it. Anytime somebody's talking to me about using some ride-sharing service, it's like Uber these days. And it's like, the last I'd heard, they suck balls. It's like...
I think it's probably just because everyone understands Uber, but if you say Lyft, you might have to clarify.
Maybe?
And those are the two big ones.
I think Uber is cheaper, and maybe people are cheap.
It's possible. Yeah. I know Uber is not cheaper during surge prices, unlike any sort of event, because they... Lyft, to my understanding, Dane, you can correct me if you would like.
I don't care.
Like caps at a certain point, like 3 times normal price or something. Oh. Uber don't do that. They'll just keep going, and you might have 8, 9 times fucking surge pricing.
And that's another thing that's sexy about Uber is they just keep going.
They just keep going. They get bigger and bigger and bigger. All around the world.
So yeah, that's a silly.
It's a real silly good one.
That man was a silly.
How many different categories do you think he posted this in? He's just like, I need to get the word out.
This feels like the kind of thing that should be like an editorial in a small town paper, right, where like all you have to do to get in print is ask nicely.
Like it almost sounded like a newspaper, except for his little asides didn't sound professional enough.
No. Not at all.
Also, giving his build as athletic.
Yeah. Date me.
What the fuck?
I got a huge dong. Please use your seatbelt.
Is that
wisely.
what athletic means?
I don't know.
By athletic, I mean I have an athletic cock. Man, you should see the 6-pack on my wiener.
It's fucking ripped.
So shredded.
You know, he doesn't say that he is not a nudist driver, though.
He didn't say that.
So maybe he's...
I'm the nudist Lyft Uber driver, I mean.
It's just natural. It's how we came into the world in a car naked.
My theme is I've posted pictures all over my car of my photocopied genitalia. So
if you're uncomfortable, 5 stars. Please.
If you're uncomfortable, give me 5 stars, because then I have achieved what I want.
If it's under 5 stars, I'll only make bigger copies.
And nobody wants that. I don't want that. They're more expensive. Just your entire roof, you know, the fuzzy foam roof. It's just one giant picture of your bits,
like sitting on a copier, so it's incredibly unflattering. Just anyway,
little peek of your butthole. Nudist and the Uber driver.
Nubers.
Sounds like a fairy tale. I think they've found love.
I think probably not.
I'm willing to say middle, so it's tied.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
I'll take that bullet for the team.
A classic PJC conundrum.
Does the writer of Yours, Jimmy, ever make it clear that he is an Uber driver, or is he just like doing like a public service announcement on their behalf?
PSA for Steve.
I think it's implied, but he never says.
Does he do any wink emojis like Steve?
No.
Wink, wink, wink.
I read all of it. I didn't skip anything, so
I bred all of it.
Delicious.
I baked it into a loaf.
An infinite bread.
Never.
Nick and
bread.
Nora's infinite bread list. I'll be here all week.
Pumpernickel, sourdough. That's it.
There's
only two. Pie.
Marble
pie
rye.
bread.
Rye pie. Pie
Dutch
rye.
crunch roll.
Brian.
Oh,
bread.
I love Dutch Crunch.
Dutch crunch is weird. It's a sweet bread.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweet, but I'll use it
I
for
like a cheesy bread.
I'll use it for all manner of things. What is the crunch on Dutch crunch anyway?
Sugar, probably.
No, it's not.
I think it's crickets. I think they
there's
grind
like-
up some crickets.
I would sooner believe crickets, because like there's like a layer of something on top that is crunchy. It's like
Well, it might be some sort of, it's probably something sugary, like actually, like a spread, because then it cracks.
It's not that sweet. Though.
It cracks and it's not that sweet, so it's only a little bit. It's like as sweet as a Mexican pastry, you know? Like it's not very sweet at all.
This bears further research.
Let's all eat a loaf of bread on the podcast. Come on,
May
bread!
May 7th. Breads around the world.
Bread day next to
Dutch
Garden
Crunch
Day.
topping is prepared by combining yeast, warm water, sugar, vegetable oil, salt, 1/4 cup rice flour in a medium bowl.
Among other things, there is sugar in it. There's also rice flour.
Yeah, I could see rice flour giving it that crunchy crunch.
Sugar.
Dun 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 dun.
Dutchy honey.
You are my bready girl.
Dutch crunch.
And you got me bacon.
Got me biting you.
You.
Did it.
We did. Thank God we did it. Oh
Thank
my God.
God.
Finally.
Let's stop doing it.
Okay. Our next Would You Rather comes from that Baker's Dozen bakery in the
Sky.
internet, in the sky. Called Reddit.
It's where bread Jesus lives.
Ghost bakers in the sky.
That's my favorite. This is from user I killed my past account. Oh wait, no, past account.
Pasta. Damn near killed
Blah blah penny.
My pasta count, Mamma Mia, what a great post.
That's one rigatoni. That's two rigatoni. That's three.
That's all you get.
They ask, would you rather summon Satan and be friends with him, or an angel who always warns you if you're doing something bad?
Lame.
Something bad.
It says, an angel who always warns you if you do something bad.
You summon it?
Wait. Warns you if you do something bad.
That's right.
It's-
I misspoke.
That statement is misspoke. A warning has to come before you do something. If you did something, you've done it. It is in the past. It's a paradox.
How are we interpreting this then?
Hey, just to warn you, when you fucking killed that guy, that was bad.
You stole a cookie from that cookie jar? Fuck you, kid.
Just wanted to warn you.
I think it's a warning before you do it.
Okay,
That seems way more helpful.
That seems
But-
more possible.
I guess that the rub is what does an angel think is bad is sort of the intent of it.
brings me back to my thesis statement of lame.
Is it a Christian angel? A
Most of
Catholic angel?
What?
That-
What's the difference between a Christian?
I'm sure Catholic's pretty harsh.
I mean, like, I mean,
Is it a Jewish angel?
Jehovah's Witness angel.
Like there actually, it's a good point. There are a variety of faiths that suggest the idea of angels, like Islam. There are angels in Islam.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in Judaism there are
Is
angels
it an
too.
angel in the outfield?
There's that
baseball angels?
that part of the New Testament where there are angels assisting in the outfield
Christopher Lloyd is like,
among
you
the.
gotta hit the ball.
And then he's
what
like,
he says.
then he's like, Matthew, you gotta go back.
You gotta go back.
It's your parents, Matthew.
What?
Jeez, Doc, we're in Mesopotamia.
Well, what's the matter, Doc? We're Adam and Eve assholes or something?
I have this carving of my parents. I'm disappearing from it.
Oh, no.
It was like a 2-wave hitting.
Oh, God.
And that, I think Satan would fuck with you, though. Like, in a bad way.
I think, but he'd be friends. He should be your friend.
I mean, he's your friend, but your friends can fuck with you.
You'd also bring him to everyone, so everyone would have to deal with him.
Yeah.
Face his wrath. You're friends with him, but he'll just fucking kill everyone else. Probably.
Maybe he's alright.
You know what? Maybe. But you don't know.
Modern Satan is more of a manipulator and like a slimy, sly dude than he is.
Yeah, to murder. To let you die yourself.
No, but he's like a temptation guy.
Satan
He's not
works
like
in more mysterious ways, I think.
We signed this contract so we overflow our already overflowing hellscape.
Satan just doesn't like fucking cat people in the head just like willy-nilly. He's not like...
That's because he's not on the surface, Brian.
I thought you said cat people
Cat
in the head.
people.
Where he's just like, you're a cat in the head now.
Oh, Satan's a cat person.
Meow, meow,
he's
meow.
totally a cat person.
Meow, meow, meow.
Because all dogs go to heaven.
And all
cats go to
are
hell.
The devil.
Because cats are assholes, even if I love them.
You are a cat person. We had a neighborhood cat once named Kuka.
Oh, I loved Kuka. I forgot. Kuka, can I tell the best part about Kuka? So Kuka's owner was just a solid human being. I don't know a ton about him. But Kuka got a name tag, which is how I know Kuka's name. But Kuka's name was at the top. And then underneath Kuka's name, it said #twerkpussy. And then a phone number, I think. Yeah. Maybe not even a phone number.
Probably not.
I didn't feel like this guy was... Yeah, it was a slow motion whoa. And that's how I felt, too. And so we would feed this cat because it didn't seem like his owner was taking care of him. And I was like, man, this owner
when you say we, you mean you.
Well, I was.
I didn't give two shakes about this kitty cat.
It was so cute. It would sit on the balcony of us and chill.
It's true. It would.
And it was the chillest cat. But then he took the cat with him, I guess.
Right after, like a week after, Jimmy bought a bunch of food and treats.
I was like, you know what? Because the cat always seemed hungry, and it didn't seem like it was ever in a house. It was just always outside.
Yeah.
In a sort of a public space. I was like, I don't know, man.
I'm sorry. What was the hashtag again?
Twerk pussy.
Okay, all right.
Hashtag twerk pussy.
You know, a cat.
And
it's a cat with a fucking social media presence.
Yeah.
It's got a hashtag.
I think I found out that cuca means vagina in like Spanish slang.
I think that's probably true.
But
so it's just all great.
I do know that culo is butt.
That is butt.
Butt, so it would make sense that cuca y culo.
Sure. Oh, God.
If you know about Spanish curse words for genitalia, please write us.
Please send it over to the
like,
PJC.
comment, and subscribe with your
really
Spanish.
Using the hashtag twerkpussy.
I'm gonna tweet that. Hashtag twerkpussy. Get all the retweets. So being friends with Satan would have definite drawbacks, and being friends with an angel would have definite drawbacks because the
you're not friends
stupid wings would be everywhere.
You're not friends with
Are
the
you
angel.
friends with the angel? I don't think you're
It
friends
just
with the angel.
warns
It
you.
says, summon Satan and be friends with him, or an angel who always warns you if you do something bad. So I think it's implied that you're friends with the angel.
So the angel's on your side, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's implied that the angel's a friend.
Why not?
I think the benefit of Satan is he is your friend. I think that the angel isn't necessarily your friend.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know what the heart... I'm trying to get to the heart of this. It's
the
like,
angel is a fucking nag.
Yeah, the angel's like, you're about to eat that fucking third cookie in a row.
I think the assumption here is
That's
that...
bad. Like,
I think that maybe the assumption here is like that we're like nominally more Christian or something, like that we like give a shit about like the Judeo-Christian idea of bad.
You're about to murder again. That's not a good idea.
Don't do it.
You're about to covet your neighbor's wife.
You've been
That's a sin.
you've been using the Lord's name in vain a lot.
You go ahead and rape though, because that's not in
You
the
ate fish on a
commandments.
Sunday, which is maybe a thing I forget.
Oh. What?
I don't know. I'm not.
No, it's Friday. You
Is
can't
it?
eat fish on Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday.
Oh no, you have to eat fish on Friday. You can't eat meat on Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why there's fish specials on Fridays.
Fucking fish not being a meat is such a fucking bullshit.
Yeah. That's some bullshit.
Also bullshit. Calling the inside of a fruit, it's flesh.
Why?
I hate it.
I like
It's
it.
confusing.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a meat or is it a fruit? I don't know.
Well, what would you call it if you didn't call it the flesh?
Apples.
No, but like what part of the apple?
The inside.
Yeah, but the core's at
Like,
the inside
hey,
too.
give me a slice of that orange. Which part?
The apple.
I need to cut up this pineapple, so I'm going to take the core away from the apple and then eat it.
Dane understands.
This kiwi has a really green apple.
Dane understands.
I do. I get you, Jimmy.
It's so simple.
Deep down.
It makes as much sense as flesh.
So I think I've come to my answer. I think I came to my answer from the get-go, honestly.
I'm pretty sure. You're an angel man all the way.
I'd be friends with fucking the devil.
That's what I got.
Yeah, I'd fucking hang out
I
with
was joking.
Shot called.
I knew it
fucking
the whole time.
hang out with the devil. I think he's my friend. He's probably gonna bust my balls, but he's ultimately my friend. So,
Hanging with the devil.
it's running with the devil, actually.
Hanging with the devil.
See, I'll give you a B+ for that. Good.
Devil is my best friend.
Didn't say best friend, just said friend.
I love to be hanging with the devil.
My name's Brian.
I'm Brian Warlock.
Love's a bit strong. Anyway, yeah, I'd hang with the devil because I think he'd be more fun than fucking naggy angel telling me about all the fucking stupid rules I'm breaking that I don't necessarily give a shit about.
And also, those wings would knock everything over.
They don't always have
this-
their wings out.
Always.
I think the wings are more of a room, like a urban myth.
The only way I would choose.
Well, like
Urban myth.
in your Old Testament descriptions of angels, they're like kind of weird. You know, like rings of fire in the sky and stuff, and like more and like or like fucking lions with like dragon butts.
Did you know that in the Bible?
What? Dragon butts?
Like like cherubs, right? Cherubs. What's a cherub look like? Describe it to me.
Little baby with wings.
That's a modern invention. Cherubs described in the Bible are actually like animal amalgams, like a chimera.
Oh. That's sexy.
Did you know that in the Bible?
Yes.
Because
I know the whole Bible
this
by
is the
heart.
book. I'm gonna get fucking all preachy.
Uh-oh.
In the
Get
book,
on your
in the book that
soapbox.
so many people define their entire lives by, they thought that the Earth was just in a bubble, and there was water outside of that bubble, and that's what rain was little breaks in the bubble. That's how they thought
Friendship
rain.
with the devil.
So yeah, I mean, I'd hang out with the devil. I think it sounds like a more
Rain
win-win.
comes from the bubble. Rain down from the bubble.
What are you choosing, Dane? What do you
Yeah,
got? What do you
yeah.
got, Dane?
The only way I'd be friends with the angel is two ways.
Uh-huh.
One, if it was John Travolta from Michael.
Oh god.
Because then that'd be fun. Because he smokes all the time and he like does battle.
He fucked a dog once.
Fuck a dog.
That, by the way, that thing I did to the dog was totally bad. It's a really bad thing I did, but I did it anyway. I'm Michael.
I warned myself.
I'm warning myself after the fact. The other one is if it was Matt Damon from fucking
Oh,
Dogma.
he is a bad
Dogma.
one. He's a bad boy.
No, he's the good one.
No, they're both bad. They're both bad angels.
I thought he was the one that forgot his brain.
Nope.
That was Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck's the one who starts killing everybody.
Yeah.
And he takes off Matt Damon's wings, and then Matt Damon gets fucking drunk. Anyway.
Damn. I don't remember the plot of that movie, except that they didn't have dicks.
No, he does kill the entire board of movie. Anyway.
And the bus people.
Yeah, no,
And
like
the bus people?
And like in Old Testament times, I think he like burned like a city down with sulfur or something. Like they're both like kind of bad dudes. They're both kind of not great.
Well, still, I want to be friends with Matt Damon. So, I think, who'd the devil be, though?
I think
Which
the devil
celebrity?
would be, the devil would be like maybe Viggo Mortensen, or he could be, God, there's like this fucking character
Al
actor.
Capone. No.
Al Capone.
Al Green.
Al Pacino?
Pacino. Ayo!
Oh, I thought not
Al Franken.
Ayo!
Al Franken, the devil.
no, not
Al Frank and the devil. Lies and the lying liars that I love.
not Al Pacino devil. He's obnoxious in that movie. What's the name of that movie?
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Oh God, he's the worst. He's like fucking the worst. He's like full blown bad Pacino in that film.
He goes over Pacino.
Yeah, he's like 110% Pacino, and it's too much. It's
let
too
me
much
just
Pacino.
Pacino this up a little bit more. No, Al, no. I just need to. I just need to.
But she's got a great big ass. Wah! Pacino.
I mean, if it was Al Pacino, I'd be friends with Al Pacino from Scent of a Woman if he was the devil.
He's still a pain in the ass. In that movie.
Juggling grenades. I don't want to be friends with either of them because they're both selfish.
But
their
Satan
own way.
knows. But Satan knows card tricks. He'll teach you card tricks.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's eldritch.
In
It's
exchange for your soul.
It's sorcery. No, he's your friend.
He's
I'll
still
go
gotta
with
make the
Satan
bills.
then.
He'll take other people's souls.
If he's gonna entertain me, then I'll go with Satan.
Okay, if like a friend
Ooh,
of
maybe he could steal me cable.
if a friend of mine is trying to fucking like, if a friend of mine is trying to fucking sell me like fucking Cutco knives or Avon, they're not my fucking friend. They're fucking jackholes. That's how I look at it.
There was a guy from my high school who refused to wear shoes for a year. And he got kicked out of school for it. He got expelled from school because he refused to wear shoes. He voluntarily lived in a van. Like, his parents were very nice people. But he, like, started living in a van on his own. And the last interaction I had with him was him trying to sell me ionized water. Because he really got into pyramid schemes, like
He
a couple of
sounds
them.
like a very smart and good guy.
Yeah. I unfriended him from Facebook for political posts he was making.
Great.
Jeez.
So,
Just
yeah.
an all-around a winner. I knew a guy who all he needed to do to graduate was just take Algebra 1 again.
Uh-huh.
And he just wouldn't do it, so he didn't graduate. And I was like, great, you have your pride, I guess, but you're stupid.
Your stupid
You
pride.
had 2 years to try and take a class. It's not even like he failed it. He just didn't want to take it.
I don't know if this is quite in the same wheelhouse as you two guys, but like I knew a guy who joined the army, and he wanted to get out of the army before his tour was up, and he just gained a shitload of weight. He just gained so much weight that they had to dishonorably discharge him because he was too fat.
Dishonorably?
Dishonorably discharge him. Yeah. That's not an honorable discharge. For gaining too much goddamn weight to
How do
be
you
in the
gain
army.
weight in the military?
I don't know, man. Eating lots of butter, just eating shit tons of butter. I guess I honestly know because like I heard about this post facto. Like we weren't really close in high school, and this was long after that.
That's a very passive-aggressive way of dealing with the government.
How fat is too fat for the army?
Pretty fat.
Yeah, there's like an upper limit. Like you're just not combat ready. I guess I don't know.
Jeez.
Once you don't fit into your bullet belt, you will have to leave.
Your finger's too chubby to fit in the trigger guard of
trigger
your assault
guard.
rifle.
When your head no longer goes inside of a helmet. When they can't, like, safely do experiments on you to make you into a super soldier. Because every soldier has to be in at least good enough shape, so if they get randomly selected, they might be able to turn them into a super soldier.
How are we going to turn you into? How are you going to be part of the Universal Soldier program if you don't fit in like the tube?
The tube,
for the soldiering tube.
the reconditioning tube that we pump nutrients and
You'll get too hot, and as we all know from the hit documentary Universal Soldier, if they get too hot, then they just
explode.
die.
Is that the one where he forgot he had a dick?
What
movie is that?
I forget.
That's Jean-Claude, though, right?
It's a Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren
What's
vehicle.
the not Toby Keith.
Tobey Maguire?
Nope.
Toby McIntyre.
Keith or Sutherland. No.
Keith Ledger.
The Big Trouble in Little China.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That's Soldier.
That's just Soldier?
Mm-hmm. Just Soldier.
And he's got a tattoo on his cheek.
Yep.
And he's in a junkyard and he befriends a little boy.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm learning to be human again. I'm a soldier.
My name is Soldier.
My name is Soldier number 1.
Beep boop beep Soldier.
He acts his butt off in that
my
one.
God.
His whole butt comes off from that one.
I remember being underwhelmed by that film.
Well, because he acts his butt off, and you're like, I can't handle it. I can't look directly at it.
Yeah.
It's like an acting son.
That's the way that works. That's like mashed potatoes isn't bland. It's too spicy for human taste buds to notice.
So it goes
That's
back
real.
the
That's
other
a
way
real
around,
fact.
and then feels as if it's bland. You really think mashed potatoes are bland?
Yeah.
By themselves? What are you talking about?
It's the blandest.
Potatoes aren't good on their own. You need to do stuff to them.
You gotta do stuff to them.
Okay, agree to disagree.
What do you put in a mashed potato?
Butter,
So that's flavoring
Yes,
it.
exactly. Yeah.
I guess.
Butter, salt, maybe some garlic.
Maybe some pepper.
Fucking
If you're feeling
cheese
fucking
on
spicy.
top,
when I
bacon
was
bits,
when I was trying to
chives,
be a healthy boy,
chocolate syrup.
I would microwave potatoes
Oh, that's not the way.
in plastic wrap, and then I would eat them just by themselves, just like little snack apples.
Potatoes aren't the same as apples.
And I thought like maybe things will be healthier if I eat them raw. And I looked them up, and if you eat potatoes raw too much, you get poisoned by them. 'Cause
Yeah.
they are poisonous.
Yeah, they are.
Other things go nuts, but not a potato.
Not a potato. Da potato. Also, the craziest thing when potatoes start growing by themselves in your cabinet.
Oh yeah.
They got tentacles.
And then you're like, why are you alive?
How are you alive? You're eating yourself, potato.
Oh, potato.
Attack of the killer tomatoes.
My potato's turning into a hentai film.
I don't.
Very, very slowly.
Very slowly.
What
Hey.
were we talking about? Were we still on the Satan thing?
Yeah,
I guess.
we are.
Yeah, friends with Satan for me.
I'll be
Okay.
friends with an angel,
Okay.
but only if he's John Travolta.
Okay, that's fine. Jimmy.
I'm gonna
Brian taking the reins.
cheat.
Oh.
Split the difference. I'm gonna summon the devil and an angel.
Uh-huh.
But since I'm doing both, they're gonna be very small. Live on my shoulder.
Shoulders. Shoulder angel.
So I get to fucking crack wise with the devil. And then the angel, anytime I talk to the devil, the angel's like, that's bad. You're going to do a bad thing by talking to the devil. And I'll be like, quiet, you.
Do they both
flick
look
'em.
like you also?
No.
What? No, they have to look like you. They're little versions of you. That's
That's
how the
not-
shoulder angel devil system works.
That's how the conscience system works. These are real angels and real devils, Dan. Just miniature.
For real life, okay?
Okay.
Good, we did it. What's the next thing?
Oh, I don't know. What is it? What do you want
You
to talk about?
motherfucker. I swear to God. I will murder you in your sleep.
You won't do that.
I will.
I got locks. I don't have locks. Don't tell Dane.
Locks, locks, and locks.
Locks, locks, and locks. Funny, you should mention locks, locks, and locks,
no.
Dane. It's Mary Fuck Kill. Folks.
Yay!
Our contestants this week
Uh-oh.
are the following three. So we have
Sweet.
claws like an animal has
Yeah.
on their feet.
Here we go.
Claws like Santa.
I feel like we're going up a roller coaster right now and we're about to go down.
And claws like in a contract.
Like the Santa Claus.
Like the Tim Allen Santa
And
Claus.
claws like the claws that Santa has on his hands that allow him to like burrow into the ground and fight
they
off predators.
Call him Sandy Claus. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I always wanted retractable claws.
Like
Everyone did.
Like a shick kind of
You're
situation.
special, Brian.
Not even like Wolverine necessarily.
No?
Not even necessarily like Wolverine.
Like
his
fingernails?
Like a fucking like a cat, yeah. Like even like a cat would be cool. Yeah. Like, I would use the shit out of those.
What would you do with them?
Scratch his back?
I'd climb. I would use them to cut veggies and meats, and I just like anything. Like, you know, you normally like you get a box from the Amazons, and like from the Amazons, like I ordered cocaine, and
Ginger root,
and
specifically.
Poisonous dart frogs.
and I need to get into this box, but oh no, the tape is too tight.
giant woman.
I need to walk all the way across the room to my pocket knife.
How am I
Not
gonna-
if I had claws.
How am I going to get to my malaria shipment if I don't have claws?
I only have 1 second to not die from malaria.
I need the malaria to keep all the other viruses and pathogens in my body in check.
That's how disease works.
Thank you, malaria.
Malaria, the bully of the body.
Buddy, buddy.
Bully of the body.
Nice
Nice
is shaking his head.
But yeah, claws would be baller.
So would you marry, fuck, or kill him?
I don't know. That's a great
you
question.
You don't get to just have them.
Marrying them would be a bit like having them.
You'd be married to them.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it would be a mutual beneficial relationship.
I'll allow it.
The judge has spoken.
Claws, like... Claw... You see, there are other people named Claus.
Yeah, it's a claws.
This one is
from
It's a
Germany.
picture of a Santa.
I vaguely...
My name is Claus
I wanna-
Autobahn.
Look at the
I wanna
shitty Santa picture.
I want to say one of the clauses. I want to say that one of the criminals in the first Die Hard film was named Claus. I want to say one of them was named Claus.
Say it. If you want to do it, say it.
No, I'm too shy.
No, come on.
But I think
Brian, go on.
one of them was named Claus. I don't know which one. I could be wrong. So it could be that guy.
Well,
and
there
that
was-
guy was a baddie.
There was Hans, there was Franz,
Hans
and there was
Gruber.
Claus.
There was Hans Gruber.
Hans, Franz,
Are
Otto.
you sure there was a Franz?
Nope.
Exactly. But I think there was a Claus, man, and there was a black hacker who was American. He had a name. I think he had a weird name. It was like Nigel or Udo or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Whoa.
It was a weird name for like a hack guy.
You know what else was in that movie?
What?
Santa Claus. I got a machine gun now, motherfucker.
He does.
Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho.
So yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it's Santa Claus you get, or maybe it's the terror machine gun.
I'm gonna say Santa Claus. I'm gonna put a limit on there.
Yeah,
a
but
limiter.
That's like not Claus. It's Santa Claus though.
It's Claus.
He did say Claus as in Santa.
As in, but like again, I maintain there are other clauses.
Okay.
Just like there are all types of claws, and there are all types of clauses.
You take what you want, Brian, and you run away with it, and you share it with your best friend Satan.
I think limiting it to Santa is it feels kind of too easy. It feels
Is
kind
it
of
impeding on your personal liberties?
It feels like too easy.
Was his name Argyle?
It was. That was Argyle the hacker.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, if
Nicely
he was
done.
part of this, my question would be a whole lot easier.
And all these guys got
'Cause
sold,
he
except for,
is dreamy.
according to IMDb, except for Al Young, who doesn't look like he's aged a day. Or it's an old photo.
Not one day.
Lucky Al Young.
Always young, forever young.
Forever young Al Young. Clauses in contracts I don't have feelings about.
They're cumbersome.
They add things or remove things.
Yeah, if I knew more about law, I might have more feelings about it.
Well, I think they're good for clarification, but they're also dry as hell.
I hate them a little bit because of the Santa Claus. I hate them a little bit because of that. There's that association.
Bop, bop, bop.
Dane
Tell
is-
us about your feelings about the Santa Claus the movie.
Dane is making sound music noises. There's a reason for it, I know.
Dreaming all the while.
There we go. We've got a reason of sorts.
Boom.
I'm just narrating the... Okay, it's over.
The record stopped.
The record stopped.
Well, now it stopped.
We're back to Tim Allen. It's just Tim Allening it up, and like it spawned a franchise. Why did it spawn a franchise? I don't know, but there are 2 other films, and there didn't need to be even one.
Okay.
I remember liking the first one, but I've only seen it as a child, so I don't know.
Marry, fuck, kill.
I don't think it would hold.
Home Improvement, Tim Allen. Santa Claus, Tim Allen. coke dealer Tim Allen. Marry, fuck,
Jungle to jungle, Tim Allen.
No, fuck jungle.
My
to
answer
jungle.
would be kill.
All of them.
Moving on.
All three of them.
So yeah, I don't know. Oh god, I don't. Do you guys have any answers?
Dane.
I will kill the clause of the contract. I will marry Santa Claus for them good gifts.
Big old fucking Santa titties.
And I want like warm hugs. Because I bet Santa Claus will just hug the best.
Olaf.
And then I'd fuck Claus because it's dangerous and sexy. The end. I did it.
So fast.
I told you. I've been thinking about it hard
Jimmy.
while singing.
No, Brian.
Look at them. They're playing.
Jimmy.
They're playing ping pong here,
Jimmy.
folks.
Have you seen the video of
Back
the
and
two
forth.
Japanese girls on the TV show? And there's like they both just
You
have
gotta specify a little bit more than that.
I'm trying. They have a clear tube, and there's a cockroach in the middle, and they're both just. The game is that they're blown into the tube so that they don't get a cockroach in their mouth. That's what Brian and I are doing. We're cute Japanese girls
I believe it.
on TV.
Kawaii.
Super kawaii.
Kawaii.
When I first heard that term, I thought it was the Hawaiian island, Kauai, and I was confused.
I wonder if there's a connection. Like
Probably not.
I don't know.
Perhaps not, brah.
I was gonna say we could flip a coin, but I don't have any coins.
That's too bad. I guess you'll just have to answer first.
I'll flip my phone into this hot tub.
You took the words right out of
Brian,
my mouth.
Splash.
you call it.
Don't flip your phone.
The screen is heads. Go.
Maybe not a good. Tails.
You didn't call it.
I didn't see what side.
Oh,
it landed.
okay. It landed on heads. So Jimmy.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait, no, but tails would be I would win.
Oh, we
So I think
if it's time for tailspin.
if it landed, so it landed heads up.
Yes.
So Jimmy wins.
Brian, who are you killing?
Okay, I'm gonna kill Claus because it reminds me of Santa
I'm
Claus.
gonna kill Dane.
I'm gonna kill both of you, but not until we finish this. So I'll kill.
Finish this.
I'll kill Claus from contractual clause. I will. I guess I'll fuck Claus because it's a person at least, and therefore fuckable.
Santa Claus?
No, I like Claus as a person because it's person's name
I
and
see what
some German person, I guess, or maybe probably somebody with maybe German parents or parents who hate them. It's a terrible name.
I hate this baby.
and
we
I
would
would-
call him Claus.
And I will marry Claus because again, I want sweet Claus.
Yeah, you want him.
There we go, Jimmy.
Digging into
Jimmy.
your back.
I'll marry Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'll.
For presents.
I'm doing what Dane did. So I'm gonna marry.
Word for word.
Marry Santa
Word
Claus for
for
all them
word.
sweet presents and them sweet Santa titties and like.
I never
fucking-
said Santa titties.
I said it for
You
the both
did.
of us.
You don't need to talk for
It's
me.
real big of
You're
you.
not my best friend Satan.
You don't know that.
Or
Satan has
Michael.
many forms.
He did.
Michael. Yeah, and I'd fuck Claus just the once. And no, you know what? I take it back.
Whoa.
I'm gonna fuck the legal clause
Why?
because it's got a lot of loopholes.
Well done. We
and
all
I'll kill Claus.
We all
Claus,
agree
Sharp
with
Claus.
you. Yeah.
Sharp
Okay.
Claus.
We did it. Hey, we did it.
And we only lost one Dane's phone in the tub. Splish
Blub,
splash.
blub, 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 blub. Our final Would You Rather comes to us by way of Texas. Clarity in Texas asks,
Clarity. Hi, Clarity.
would you rather have noodle fur or wiener fingers? Noodles growing at your body? Or your fingers made out of hot dogs? Or I guess dicks if you really want to.
Now let's keep it food.
Let's keep it foodie.
Foodie.
Foodie
Yeah,
and the blowfish.
that kind of makes sense.
Foodie.
The other one's food.
So body fur? It said noodle fur?
Noodle fur.
Oh man, that's all over.
I think that's all over you.
I do you imagine that it's like cooked or raw? Because
Cooked.
I'm imagining.
Cooked.
I was imagining raw.
Oh my
like
god.
a spiky
And like
porcupine
and like
of,
in rain, it would get soggy and wet.
and then fall off of you.
And get
Yeah.
engorged.
So every morning you'd have to take a deep bath to like clear all the pasta off you, and then by the end of the day, you'd have a 5 o'clock pasta shadow.
Yeah, or not. Maybe I want that cool pasta shadow look.
Does the fur grow where all your normal body hair grows? Or just like is it gonna grow on my forehead?
Do you get noodle pubes?
I think you get noodle pubes.
Yeah,
I think you get
it would be
pubes.
in replacement of all your hair.
Have you guys seen the pictures of the acrobats in Mexico who have the full body fur
Yeah, they
thing?
look like the kid from the Munsters or
Let's
whatever.
say it's that. Let's say it's you got noodles coming out your noodle parts.
Oh, that's pretty fucking bad.
It's a lot, but they can be wet. They don't have to be dry.
Yours can be wet. Brian
You
wants
get to
his to be
choose.
dry.
I'm just imagining.
Okay, in your brain pan.
I mean, if it's like whole body, then like dry becomes a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, because you got them in your sensitive parts.
Yeah.
Poking at you.
Man, those will rough up real fast.
I mean, that and like good luck wearing clothing.
At all.
Yeah.
They'll shred them.
Everywhere you walk, little tiny pieces of pasta would break off and like run down your pant leg.
Do they have fur on the soles of their feet?
Got
Probably not.
Because like,
I don't think you can get fur
because
there.
animals don't have fur on the soles of their feet.
Well, then no, they don't.
I'd say anywhere that you have pigment in your skin.
Damn, man, that's the bottoms of your feet, though.
Anywhere you have pigment.
That's inside your nose.
skin.
That's down your esophagus.
That's not the bottom of your feet. What are you talking about? Your
Pigment
hands
in
and your feet.
Skin?
Pigment. You don't have pigment.
Pikmin on the
well,
bottoms of your feet.
I think there is pigment. It's just like
I
lesser, or I don't know.
That there isn't. I thought the whole point of hands is that there was not pigment.
Well, I mean, like it's a color at all. Doesn't that categorically mean that it's pigment? I don't know.
I have freckles on my palms.
Let's just say that it's not on the soles of your feet and on the bottoms of your hands.
Yeah.
Pasta on the soles of your shoes. Bo-wop, bo-wop. Shanana,
Even
shanana,
animals have like
shanana.
less
Okay.
fur in like frictiony areas,
It's true.
like the inside of their like
It's called evolution. Look it
thighs
up.
or whatever.
Well, I think we're
Fucking read a book.
Read a book for
I
once.
think we're abominations.
noodle
though.
evolution?
We're pretty clearly abominations.
We're
in this
mutants.
scenario.
We fucked a pasta man.
Our parents did terrible things, and that's why we exist.
And then Noodle Jesus, known as.
And then
the
also
spaghetti
there's this
monster.
Would You Rather.
Jesus.
And then there's this Would You Rather. And then there was the Would You Rather.
And on the 9th day, there was the PJC cast.
Now, wiener fingers.
And it was good.
That would take my nail biting habit to an entirely different level.
Oh, no.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
I'm imagining it would be not easy for them to grow back.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
I think it'd be hard typing using computers.
Because they'd be like, each finger would be the length of an entire hot dog.
You ever eaten a hot dog?
Just even like the shape though, and like
Yeah.
probably no like fingerprints or like that sort of like bit of oil that kind of like helps you get a grip on things.
Just the hot dog moisture.
which is slippery. So
Hot dog moisture.
So you're like your fingers, everything's slipping out of your fingers.
But you can wear clothes. You could probably wear a large glove. Maybe.
Weird, ungainly, long-fingered gloves for your weird long
But could
fingers.
you
feel like
could still
that would be-
control them, right? Or could you not?
Yeah. Your fingers.
I think good luck.
Do you have a thumb still?
Yeah.
I think good luck climbing a rope because I think just like the friction's gonna
Shred
shred
your-
it. It's gonna
Man,
shred
every
it.
day I have to climb down a rope, and that would be tough.
Well, like your fingers can take a beating though. Like going up and
can.
down a ladder, putting any sort of weight on those hands, I think is gonna be a bad time.
When you're like hammering in a nail, and then you comically hit your finger, and you go, ow!
It's not gonna be comic because it's gonna burst your finger open like hitting a sausage
And it
with
would
a hammer.
still hurt as much.
And then the casing splits.
Yep.
Oh no.
The casing of your finger.
What if day to day, like they're just as fragile as a hot dog. So like maybe you go the whole day without fucking up your finger. But you probably will. But then overnight your fingers will regrow.
I wish my finger was an Oscar wiener.
This is for a
That
musical
is what
episode.
I really like to be. This is what I want my fingers to be. And I will eat all of them up.
I'm not much of a singer, which is why these segments are kind of lame for me. Do, just waiting while they go along and along. I wish I was dead. I wish was Corpse Man. The end.
Very good. I don't know, guys. This one's a toss-up.
Yeah.
I think wiener fingers would be easier day to day.
I think for me it's not a toss-up. I think wiener fingers would be terrible.
Oh yeah.
I think that I would shred the fuck out of my fingers. I'm a clumsy guy, and I'm always climbing up and down ladders and going up ropes. I think it's got to be noodle hair for me, just because at least I won't be tearing apart parts of my body, at least, or it'll be a part of my body I can afford to lose.
I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but I'm just sort of imagining. You ever see an illustration of sort of an anthropomorphized porcupine wearing clothes, but in the back area it's all fucked up and the clothes clearly are getting all poked through.
Yeah.
Did I imagine Brian's
They're holy
life
garments.
to be? You have to get a new shirt it has to be a button up. There's no other way.
Let's say I opt for cooked noodles.
Okay.
I'll opt for the cooked noodles.
Then you're a wet porcupine. I'm just kidding.
I think that'd be more livable, than having fingers that are always falling apart.
If you were had real hairy legs, they would show up underneath your pant legs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, for wiener fingers, good luck ever befriending a dog.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All dogs would be your best friends
Until they tear off your hands.
Yep.
Oh man,
you just got palms.
That's not what I call a friend. That's
Satan.
That's not what I would call my best friend.
Not like
you
Satan.
got a best friend in me.
I would also go with cooked noodle hair fur, and I'll tell you why. Because I am a nervous chewer, and I do chew on my fingernails, so I think that I'd have an easier time chewing on the noodle hair. It'd kind of be gross, but I don't want to eat my own fingers. And also, I'm an artist, and I don't think that having hot dog fingers would be very dexterous.
No.
It'd be tough to get those little details.
You'd get a little better at it.
I mean, you would. You'd adapt
just
and
floppy.
survive. You'd adapt and survive, and it'd be great.
Well, how floppy would they even be? Because if you have a thumb...
Think about a floppy hot dog.
Yeah, but if you have a thumb, you can still use it.
I don't think you've got...
Hot dog thumb.
I don't think you've got a good grip with those fingers.
Magic bones?
I mean, magic bones withstanding. Again, you don't have fingerprints. You don't have good... You don't have
I just
that
wear
good
a rubber
friction.
glove, but it has to be so long. Yes.
No fingerprints. You could rob a bank.
Yeah. They'll never catch me. I'm the wiener-fingered man.
All winger fingers have winger
and everyone's
striped again.
Who robbed the bank? Well, he's a man with hot dog fingers. Everyone's
Slap, you're a liar.
I know just the guy. And they arrest the Oscar Mayer wiener.
Do you think
I was set up?
Do you think your body would have a higher sodium content because your fingers were made out of processed beef?
I think if it didn't, you'd have those weird tofu Frank fingers instead of hot doggy fingers.
Man, those do not grow up well.
Nope.
Neither would your fingers.
My fingers are made out of the worst parts of the animal.
Eyelids and assholes.
Yay! Sometimes bones.
That's what my daddy always said. Hot dogs were made of eyelids and assholes.
If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have eyelids and assholes.
That's what my dad, Greg, always says.
My dad, Greg.
We did it, guys.
No, I'm picking hot dog finger. I don't know if I said.
Well,
I'm picking it.
Then now we've done
I'm doing it.
We did it. Thank you, Clarity in Texas.
Thank you, Clarity. Hello,
Texas.
Clarity.
Well, ding dang, boys. What are we left with? We are
our bonus fourth. Would you rather?
We are spice impervious, friends with Satan, covered in noodles. That's what we are today.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Some of us are half friends. I don't remember. You just said them.
You did all of the things.
Some of us are frenemies with an angel.
What was the second one?
Are gonna burn to death in the heat.
Oh yeah.
And whatever the third one was.
I'm a bland mouth, middle of the road hot dog finger man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've always said that about you.
Thank you. It's true. All of it.
If you have any happy would you rathers that you'd like to send in, or full blown would you rathers coming out the butt parts, then email us at the PJCcast. Give us a review on iTunes. Rate us 5 stars and only 5 stars.
God damn it.
God damn it, son of a bitches. You can also tweet us at the PJCcast and find us on Facebook. There are funny photos of us there.
Hello, funny photos. We are here.
Funny photo time.
Did you say about that patron?
Oh yeah, and then Patreon.
Patreon.
The PJCcast on Patreon. But you know, I think it's time to drain the tub.
Whoa, what?
Not permanent.
What?
Not permanent.
Drain it?
It's time to bury this tub permanently.
This pug.
Bury it. Bury the pug tub. But my name's Dane.
My name's Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And have a good night. And get home safe. Pressure's on, brother.
So, before you shampoo a dog, be sure to check in with your alderman or other local town official, because sometimes that ding dang thing is that's a violation of that's a misdemeanor, because like that can be assault on the dog if it doesn't consent, and we all know consent is very important.
Very important. Also salting your dog.
Just for flavor.
For flavor.
To bring it to Flavor Town. That was a real slow fucking...
It was a slow burn.
No, just my look, though. I was like... Because the other day, I got excited because like I said before, it was pointed out to me that this is always what just generally happens.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, what's Brian going to say?
Well,
but today I was like...
the pressure's on. And I actually had thought of one at the beginning of the episode and I was trying to remember it.
Oh.
It was really good. It was really good and I forgot it.
Write them down. Or just come up with them on the fly.
Write down your improv lines.
You don't usually think of them beforehand, right?
No, yeah, usually I'm thinking beforehand.
Always get your rat spayed and neutered.
I remember on the walk over, I was thinking that I really hope in the future that we have cybernetic knees, because like I really don't want to be one of those guys who's got like those weird sidewalk skis. Those old people with the sidewalk skis. They're fucking
Ski
like
poles.
They're on like a like the sidewalk is their fucking black diamond run.
I'm not gonna topple over because I got titanium alloy.
Yeah, like I think it's really
Noodle
important.
sticks.
It's really important that we have cybernetic knees because I really, really fucking don't want to be one of those fucking weirdos with the fucking sidewalk skis. And I've got bad knees. I've got bad knees already.
What are we talking about?
And you know why I've got bad knees. You know, I don't
Because of
have
all
to.
the blowjobs you give?
You know, I don't have to spell it out why I've got bad knees.
E-L.
I don't have to go right out and mention I've got
W.
bad. I was poor and young and I needed money, and we don't need to go into why I need fucking, I've got bad knees. Okay? Like I really hope that I don't need sidewalk skis because of my fucking blowjob knees.
Why is this skywalk
I really hope they're cyborg knees.
Is that real? Are you saying
I'll tell you when
thing?
you're older, Jimmy.
Or are you just talking about Kane?
No, they're ski poles that people use for hiking.
Or walking on sidewalks if you're like fucking in your 70s.
And they look like poles you'd use for skiing.
Yeah. This is a real thing. I passed one today.
Just get a just get a cane. What are you talking about?
No, not one cane. Two canes, because they really
poles.
Because they've got to, they're going down like a half-inch incline, and like that's how Sonny Bono died.
Here.
It wasn't the drugs. It was land skis.
It was going down a very slight incline with ski poles.
like 3 degrees.
3 degrees.
Here, look, Jimmy.
Downhill. What?
Look.
Well, I understand what
trekking
ski poles look like.
Yes, but these are specifically for hiking.
So not for the sidewalk.
No, but like old people have them and they use them for walking around.
People need a walker.
See?
But it's a phenomenon. Like, this is a thing old people do.
I don't know if I've ever seen that for somebody who didn't have, like... I mean...
I used to pass by them all the
Yeah,
time.
I see them a lot.
That's crazy. Today I learned...
Maybe they're hiding from you. Maybe
they see me coming and they're like, "Fuck, he hates these things."
Maybe they're ashamed of their blowjob needs
Doctors,
too.